Working. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the Horny Goat, everybody. How's it going? I'm JP, Cold Bone Show, on my channel on YouTube. I used to do wrestling, don't do wrestling so much anymore. So we have a channel here we started a while ago. For those of you, this is my first night on. This is our first stream on Twitch. So just so everybody knows, I'm going to try this out, see how it works, and see where we go from there. I'm also live on YouTube using Restream. I hope everybody's doing wonderfully because I am doing okay. Um, we are going to play Madden 21. I'm in a season right now. The thing is I'm into week 4. I started this on YouTube. It was a pain in the ass. I ended up having to play 3 games in order to catch up. What kept on not saving me. It sucked. So I ended up playing 3 games last week. If you want to catch them, go to the Horny Goat, which is combined streaming right now with um this. Um, that being said, I can see everybody chatting in Twitch and I can see everybody chatting in um, YouTube. So I will try to keep it down to a minimum with some things. I usually like to talk. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. Um, So I'm gonna play week 4. Like I said, if you want to catch the previous 3 weeks, I started that last week. So go over to the YouTube and you'll see where we are. And then after I'm done playing weekly games, I usually invite a friend and we play a game online. Just a friendly game. There is no arguing. There is no "I hate you" on here. We talk about random stuff. Sometimes it's political. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes we talk wrestling. I don't have anybody on with me tonight because everybody's a bunch of pussies. Just I know Canadian Basement, who is actually the I'm not going to say the CEO, but he kind of is the CEO of the Horny Goat, but he's not here. But that being said, let's get rocking and rolling and playing week 4. I'm playing the Baltimore Ravens, so I'm kind of thinking I'm going to get fucking destroyed in this game. I am going to be at home. That being said, I think after this week, we get to move our team to where we want to move them to. I think it's a city. We get to choose this city. And what I'm going to do, if I can get enough people in here to watch the show, Twitch isn't working. It crashed after the show first began. I don't know why it crashed. It says I'm online in Twitch. I don't know. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. I don't know what you're talking about. I can see it. But here we go. Here we go. We're going to play week 4. Baltimore Ravens, probably the best team in the league last year. Did not make it to the Super Bowl. I'm surprised I haven't benched Dwayne Haskins yet. I just looked and it says I'm online right now, so it is what it is, Trick. I'm not gonna sit here and Heather's looking now.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
No.
Set the goddamn phone.
Well, it's
It's
working, I
week
guess.
4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I have Transformers going on in the background. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the Twitch channel, go subscribe to the Twitch channel. If you can't, you can create a new Twitch channel, whatever.
We'll see Dwayne
So here we
Haskins
go.
and the Washington football team taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too.
All right, here we go.
They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Yeah, the Trek says.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across.
This is going to be so difficult because if this is the only play he's going to run all fucking night, I'm going to fucking lose my shit. Because Lamar Jackson doesn't run this kind of shit. There we go. Look at that. Chase Young on the tackle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield.
Interesting.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Pick off! What a play! Woo! My defense has showed up tonight, man.
Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15.
You want me to do the dance next time? I'll do a dance next time.
I like this guy.
Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, get down tonight. All right, let's see if Dwayne Haskins can get out of his funk of shit that he's been in.
Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. the turnover. Here's Haskins.
Yep, and then I throw a pick right away.
That's intercepted. It's the former
God.
Earl Thomas.
Jesus Christ, man.
As the ball will be at the 15-yard
I
line.
give it right fucking back to him.
Certainly not the
Inside
cleanest
the
of starts
19,
to this
inside the
football game.
22.
Back-to-back
God
on-field
damn it, man.
turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all.
Well, I'm done with Haskins, man. He's throwing 7 picks in this game. Or not in this game, but this season. I cannot put up with that. I'm playing Alex Smith.
Time about the NFL.
So, and I'm not playing Kyle Allen because he sucks.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And if I can just... Oh, I didn't do it. I was going to do it too. And I'm so used to hitting the signature in my game that, you know, it is what it is. I need to check something. How is... This is what happens when you start drinking. Oops. All right. If I can just give up just nothing more than a field goal. He can't get anything going, man.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Oh crap. Who's this guy? One of my best players. Well, that sucks.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Oh.
Now it's Jackson.
Woo!
Go down, back at the
Do a little dance, making love. That's a white man dance right there. Italian. All right. Well, I've done pretty good so far.
That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 3, Washington nothing.
Hey, Trek, you and your good luck can go fuck yourself.
The bottom line, tremendous starting
Dayron
field position really
Payne.
squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Fielded a couple
All right,
yards
we'll
into
take
the
a
end
knee.
zone.
Bring it out to the 25. I'm only down 3-0. Off of a pick.
Alex Smith
Short field. If I can do that, play some solid defense. All right, here comes Alex Smith.
time they had the ball.
Like I said, this guy is comeback player of the year. There is no other. And I don't want to hear people say, and this is in real life, I don't want to hear people say
It did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
anybody else. It makes no sense. That guy came back from a near-death experience to play football again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9.
This is a pretty tough team, man.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
Nice run.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Judon there on
Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
Let's see if I can get McLaurin on a quick out. Hopefully he can.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
Nice
And he
catch.
finds McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3
38
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, let me see.
Here's Smith. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. He'll take this to the other side.
All right, cruising along pretty good here.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
This was a
line.
nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
I know
but plenty of
McKissick.
room to
No,
run
McKinnon.
after the
McKinnon.
catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's Jarek McKinnon, plays for the San Francisco 49ers. But
On 1st down, Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
look at me juke and jive, baby.
25 before it's all said and done.
Playing well, man.
Gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the
But one of the ways that
25-yard
quarterbacks
line.
keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will run
Whoops,
it. It's
that
McKissick.
didn't work out so well.
J.D.
And
McKissick,
not
the
able to
ball
break
carrier.
away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber.
All right,
It'll be a 5-yard pickup.
get inside the fucking red zone. What's up, Walter? How's it going, man? Thanks for being here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily
How
blocked
is
and turned to the
everybody
side.
doing this wonderful day? This warm in here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for McLaurin.
Fucking McLaurin, man. This guy, I watched him in college all 4 years. The guy's a fantastic football player. I hated him because I'm a UW, I'm a Wisconsin guy, and he just killed Wisconsin.
Talk about big moments in this game.
Good ball player though. I'm not gonna hate on him for that.
We'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Number 82 should be open on the shallow cross here. But if he's not,
Shotgun snap for
he
Smith.
is.
That's caught. It's Thomas.
Nice play. See,
He'll
I'm
be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Logan Thomas.
A gain of 6 there on
6-yard
1st.
pickup brings up
Brandon,
second
perfect
and
defense in this situation
at the
would have meant that there was an
5-yard
incompletion.
line.
They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Trek. I
stayed
don't.
in great communication.
Can they
And as
see me
dragged
on-
across each zone,
Everybody
you
can
see
see
them pointing,
all of
communicating areas,
everything.
and they passed him
Nice.
off to each
That's I
defender.
like that.
ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And not a whole lot there.
So if you don't know, I'm live on Twitch as well, trying out the dual stream. I mean, you got to try something. I know that a lot of people stream. YouTube has become more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? More of a podcast type, like kind of what I used to do for wrestling and such. But I mean, it's so I thought, let's try Twitch. I've never streamed on Twitch. I know Heather has. I don't know if Basement has. I know that Connor, OKFade, he streams on Twitch. Shit. So I did not get in the end zone. But that being said, I fucking need a drink because I got a drink because I went for it on 4th down and didn't make it.
So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it.
So
Lowered
Heather
the
gets a
offensive
moment
guys,
foul.
pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
And he'll get him a 6-yard line.
Down at his own 6-yard
Call it a
line.
gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second
It's now
down.
second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Jackson.
We're gonna get a safety. 3-2. Twice I've done this. It's fucking great, man. All right.
That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot
I'm
for
sure I
them to make
did.
that call? You're inviting defensive linemen
sure
and
I did.
linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
So it's 3-2. I'm able to move the ball well. It's a far cry from when I first tried streaming this game. Oh shit, he broke that tackle. I gave up on it. I'm not used to breaking tackles. I have come a long way playing this game. I have my moments. I will say that. I haven't been on in months. Usually it's when a buddy of mine is streaming a game, but we can't use it anymore because every time we're on a guy I'm not friends with him will keep coming in and won't leave us alone. So we stayed. What the fuck is that? What'd you just do?
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first.
Heather just sent me an emoji, and I don't know why.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brought down.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage.
I know I have a couple of hurt guys in this here as well. So
Second and 9. Smith. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
I'm gonna do something. It's probably gonna force me to punt the ball. I'm gonna try it anyway because I see single safety high, and I'm gonna try if he's open.
Here's Smith.
He's not. God damn it. But he is.
Inside the 25.
That's a beautiful play. 7 out of 7 for 102 yards in the first quarter. Dwayne Haskins sucks. I'm destroying Baltimore in this game.
First down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes.
That was a beautiful play. I'm just gonna say that.
Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and
This
turn
isn't
that
gonna
one
work
into
out
a
so
big
well.
play.
Snap it.
A carry now for McKissick.
All right, got 4 yards out of that. All right, I can take that.
Away from there.
Yeah, 9 carries for 56 yards last year, or last week. Last week. So that, you know, I have a decent football team, but I'm not supposed to be very good. Oh shit, that's going 6. That's going all the way back. That sucks.
Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
What the fuck is going on?
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Well, I just picked 6 that shit.
And he puts it through to extend this thing to a 10-2 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone.
God!
So they throw the
That is so frustrating.
as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1.
Carries the ball like a loaf of fucking bread, man.
To the 27.
On the return. Washington takes it first and 10. At their
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how
What?
they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
Got
just take
water.
care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get
We
settled.
have a bottle around here.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled.
Well, there's no need to. We have fucking water here.
Give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brings up
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them. Understood the play
All right,
call,
so we've come to
and
the end of the
stacked it
first
up and
quarter.
stopped the
I'm
run.
down 10-2 because
An entertaining
grab
start to
another
this
drink.
one. More to come on EA Sports.
10. Washington 2.
I know. I don't have a problem tonight. Anyway. Come here. Here she is, folks. She is still wide awake. So how's everybody liking the setup here of both YouTube and Twitch going? Say hi to Track, Wendy. Hey, say hi. He's over there. He's in the chat. See? Good job.
Okay.
Give me a second, baby girl.
You don't want none. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. I'm coming up.
They'll run with McKissick. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'm watching him play for a minute.
Slow down someone's running game. You're now doing the dictating on defense.
Say hi to everybody.
Guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I don't know what. Oh my god! Fucking A! Can nobody fucking block that guy? What the fuck is that? Jesus fucking Christ, dude! I don't. This is what I don't understand about this game.
With a career high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one years away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He only has a single solo carry, 1. Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get him the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the
God
classroom.
damn it!
Enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
Partner, he was
Not
going through his
expecting to win
progression.
this game,
Not
but
there,
just a
not there.
little
After
bit
about
of
the third one, he decided
decorum
better
is
pull it
great.
down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taking
2 little legs, making love. What the fuck is he doing? That's not a dance. He's fucking working out in the middle of the fucking football. What the fuck is that?
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league.
That's the Ravens. Hey, that's not the Ravens catching up to my gameplay.
Absolutely, they're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first
Get a
half.
chill?
This is
Yeah,
second
get
and
a chill
long.
too.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And
Yeah, I closed him last night. You're gonna have to do. Let's see if he does. Oh, he does. Look at this. What the fuck? That's not a dance. Might be a river dance.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
One can be deep and vice versa. On that play, how about a tackle? Pretty nice.
It'll be a pick
He's
up
gonna.
13, but it'll
Man, this motherfucker
instead of throwing it downfield, Charles,
is.
you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high
No, it's
percentage
not.
play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his
Oh, thank God I didn't.
to make
That
people
fucker made a
miss to pick up the first
58-yard
down.
field goal.
In this case, it didn't happen.
Ah, it's-
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
What's the matter? No.
And this carries into the end
You
Not want me to take these down?
And this will
want
not
to put
be
them back
brought
up?
out. It's a touchback.
She
Looking
could play
Washington
with
as they come
right?
onto the field.
That's
And on the
really
last
big.
go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose
Not.
the field position battles.
Come on.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple
Here.
of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Here,
Just
you
something
wanna
to
play
build
with
off
him.
of. That's what they're looking for here.
She don't like it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Heather's taking down the Halloween decorations.
Now it's Barber. And the running lane's non-existent
In.
in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Smith on third down. Inman able to
Nice
bring
play.
it in. That he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
41-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game.
So I'm sitting here.
What's the key for the
And
quarterback?
I actually have AEW Dynamite going on in the background. I'm really not paying attention to it. But I look up and I seen this the other fucking day.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
I have an issue with what
The tackle made
everybody, and I'm gonna be as nice as I can about this. Everybody says that AEW is not WCW, but if you watch the Darby Allin segment, I'm telling you all right now, what does that fucking remind you of? That reminds me of Sting when he turned into the Crow, just the way they're treating this guy. I don't, it's, look at who is producing matches. Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson is all about being consistent with what he did, what worked for him when he was with WCW. Because he was a booker in WCW for a few years. So this is where I have an issue. I don't have an issue with the wrestling. The wrestling's always good. What I have an issue with is that everybody says it's the best wrestling around, which in fact, is not true. I'm going to tell you that right now. The best wrestling around is New Japan. And I'll argue that till the day I die. In fact, tonight I think is Power Struggle, if I remember correctly. Yep. So, and I don't know what is on the card, but I know I will probably watch it tomorrow morning when I get up.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Rayshawn. I am with you.
Washington on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is
I
third
wouldn't
and
care
4.
so much if they didn't try, if they people didn't, and not just people, even AEW themselves, trying to say, "Oh, we're not WCW," but you are. You can see it from a mile away, and nobody. And I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to collapse like WCW did, but they're to sit here and sugarcoat it and say that they're not is laughable in itself. Blasphemous. Yes, it's blasphemous. I'm just saying, go look at Darby Allin and then go watch. I'll tell you this right now, Gino, and I understand it. The wrestling is great. I'm not questioning that. The wrestling is always great. Any wrestling is always great. The issue that I have is if you go back and watch, but you have to understand, you're gonna have to go back and watch old Nitros with Sting, and it's parallel. It's exactly parallel to what they're doing with Darby Allin. It's exactly parallel. And I don't care if Sting shows up in AEW, because Sting's 60. It's like The Undertaker and Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Just fucking retire. It's okay. We don't need you.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a third.
I'm not going to shit on them. I mean, they have done some good things. I haven't really watched much of it, but from observations of watching what I have, it looks exactly like WCW. And I can go back and watch old episodes of WCW, which I'm going to start doing again. Oh my God, I just can't get away from interceptions. That's the third interception this game. I think I have like 15 turnovers in this year, and I haven't even. God! Man, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want it. And here's the thing. If you go back and watch them, and it's parallel, because that's all they know how to do. They're trying to make callbacks, but callbacks only work if you do something different. That's the issue that I have with AEW. And people saying it's great, but it's not. It's the same shit that WCW did. It's so matches everything WCW did, and I watched that stuff. That's my frustration. I don't want to see that anymore. I want to see something new, and it's not going to happen, and I'm okay with that.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Ingram.
I hate talking about this.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an.
Because I'm like the person that bounces off people. When I talk, I'd rather have a full-fledged conversation. Heather and I have these conversations all the fucking time. So she's like not sick of them, but I can understand. It's hard to explain. You have to be in the car with me at times because I have to keep my mind moving when I'm talking.
He's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers.
But nobody wanted to join me on fucking Skype or Discord.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type
I have to check out this what's his name, Gina? Danny Limelight. I followed him just to give him a follow. I'll give him a chance. Yes, I seen that. We're gonna pick 6 it. Touchdown! Yes! Woohoo! What a play! I picked 6 that. I might have farted. No, I didn't do anything.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
Keep good. Keep good.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Oh my god, that's not good. Hey, the fucker crashed on me. And how long did it take? I had to take your computer to work. Well, hold on. That's my computer. It's my computer. I paid for it, even though it's our computer. Everything that belongs to Heather is mine, and everything that belongs to Heather is hers. I think that's what she keeps telling me all the time. I am going to say fuck it, and I am going to open Discord. All right, I have Discord open, so if you want to join me on Discord and you know who you are, please just pop in and we'll just talk about whatever. I don't care. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
So they'll get another shot on offense following
Nothing is out of bounds with me at any given time.
Taken in the end zone.
So don't be afraid.
Come out to the 25.
Pop in
and
and
attempt to return. This Ravens
Uh,
offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And I guess the question, Charles.
I've been hearing good things from TNA, but I haven't seen good things because it's the same. Their heyday was when they had AJ Styles and Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe.
We can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on
But it had the. It honestly had the.
faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off
Indie feel to it.
And he's going to off to his fullback.
There was a really good storyline when TNA first started. It had nothing to do with Vince Russo. Actually, it had to do with Jeff Jarrett and Dixie Carter. It was real life, and it was actually a really good storyline. It had everything to do with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. But Jeff Jarrett, and I will say this: that is one thing that he did do right. But the one thing that he did do wrong is. You want to talk about people that you want to talk about someone that decided that him being the champion is what's best for business. That in itself
Play he made there in the open field.
And it's third down.
So yeah, don't be afraid to pop in and say hi. I do have Discord open just so everybody knows. All right.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. midfield now. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. The Ravens going to use the second of their
Down 13-9. I have been able to move the ball at will, but I've got 4 picks, 3 picks. 4. I have 4 turnovers in this game, I think.
Now Jackson on first down.
Oh my God! Fuck Marquise Brown.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Oh, fuck you.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Ravens.
It's worth noting when you
Well,
talk
hello
about
to you
Jackson's
too.
running ability, the
Fuck you.
wide receivers
What's up,
Yeah.
Shrek? How's it going?
1,400 receiving yards
Yeah.
combined last
Good, man. How are you
year.
tonight?
That was the fewest
I'm
yards by a wide
doing
receiver group in
I'm
the
doing
NFL
all
since
right. I
2011.
mean,
And partner, I expect that
yeah, I'm
number to
doing
go
okay.
up this
Fuck your
year.
state, by
Last
the
season,
way.
Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now
No,
because
fuck
of
your
his ability to
state.
run the
I'm just
ball,
gonna
he'll
fucking
bring
say that
players
now.
closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Ravens going to use their
What's good, man?
final timeout as they'll
Not much. Just took it easier for today and relax.
Yeah,
From
I
the
worked
6
today,
now on 2nd and 3.
and I didn't relax.
Yeah.
Throw my fucking controller around.
That'll be
This is.
incomplete
I was
with 9
frustrated,
seconds
man,
now showing
because I was gonna start a season with the Kansas City Chiefs, and they have pretty good
Yeah.
offense. I was able to move the ball, but you try to develop the defense, and no matter how well you develop their defense, they look like utter shit. Like they can't fucking stop the fucking wet paper bag.
Jackson will throw again.
Oh, thank God that was incomplete. Thank God Lamar Jackson can't throw himself a wet paper bag. I know that didn't sound right, but you know
With 4
Eh.
seconds to go in the half.
No, no, no.
it.
Unit on the field. From the right hash here should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick
All right.
there. It's
I'm only down 7.
that will do
4
it.
turnovers. I think I have 4 turnovers. I'm only down 7
With a touchdown, that's the difference on the scoreboard. As we
against
get
one
you
of the
down to
best
Coach
teams,
to
and
Orlando
they're
for
undefeated.
Jonathan Coachman at REA
I have-
Sports
I have a
Halftime
decent
Report.
defense.
Coach.
You got 100. I'm holding him pretty good. I mean, I'm out gaining him, but I'm not. When I get to the points where I need to get in the end zone, I can't do it.
And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Baker Mayfield. has
Shut
their
up,
only
coach.
touchdown pass.
Nobody fucking cares.
From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte.
So I watched SmackDown.
And they've
It was
got the
alright. It
lead
wasn't
over the
great.
visiting
First
Arizona
match was great.
Cardinals.
The Bailey
2
Sasha
touchdown
match was
passes
really
there
good.
for
And
10
like,
ball game. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's
I will
happening
say
with the
this:
Titans at home in
if they
Nashville.
keep Sasha
That one
and
all
Bailey
tied
just
against the
wrestling and
visiting
not
Steelers.
cutting promos, I could sit and watch them two
Meanwhile, in
all
our
fucking
game,
day.
it's been a back and
Yeah.
If
forth
you
first
look,
half.
if you
Who can put
watch
it
the
together in the second half?
wrestling
For the answer, we turn it back over to our
between
of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
from WWE to any other promotion, if you didn't watch Sasha and Bailey wrestle tonight, it looked so smooth.
Okay, Coach,
Like they
appreciate it.
moved
A
quick.
one-touchdown game here
Like
as we
they're
get set to resume play
both
in
better
the
than
second
any
half.
woman
Washington down on the
from any other
scoreboard, but
promotion.
They are getting the football first here, and we are
That's
back
awesome.
underway on EA
Yeah.
Sports.
And that's even
And they will
TNA.
get this out to the 25.
Hands down, I'm sorry. You can't argue. Sasha and Bailey actually were able to move really quick. It was a fluid moving match. Watched The Mandalorian today. I wasn't too happy with this episode. It was good, but I wasn't too happy with it. It just
Go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay
I shouldn't say I hated
with
it,
this team.
but I wasn't happy with it because it really didn't. And Dave Filoni is really good about not giving everything away right away. which I like episodes of Rebels or episodes of of Clone Wars. There, you had your episodes where it's like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, did you watch? Have you watched any of those yet, Trek?
No, not
Man,
yet.
you haven't gotten fucking Disney Plus yet.
No, gotta wait for the family to get it and stuff. We will.
I did not understand what you said there.
Just gotta wait for my family to get it.
Why can't you get it? I'm just asking. I'm asking. I'm waiting for a response. What makes you? Why can't you get it? Why can't you get it?
I think they want to package it with Hulu and ESPN for my nephews.
Okay. Why can't you get it? Why do you have to wait for your family to get it? Do you understand what I'm asking you? Or
they want to watch it. They want to watch it while
share it. Trek, you can share it. I share it with my nieces. Like, I gave them the password and everything. Yeah? No? Or I don't understand. I'm asking. Okay. Fine.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Was that a design pass or what was it?
I'm sure we'll get it after Christmas.
Get it for yourself. Like everybody else. You don't need to wait for people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wait for other people.
From the 30. Out of the gun, Smith. And inside the
Bearing it up. I'm getting down there. No, I'm not. Well, I did on defense. So, Trek, you live in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
What's it like there right now with everything going on? And I'm just asking because I'm curious.
Where I live, it's pretty calm. I mean, I haven't seen anything.
Don't you live in Arizona? Don't you live near Phoenix?
I live hours away from Phoenix. I live like 3 hours away.
Okay, so like, just give me a general idea of where you live.
On 2nd and 9, Smith.
Touchdown! No, I dropped it. So you're 3 hours from Phoenix. Do you live in Maricopa County or
no, Pima County?
Okay. So you're one of the red counties. But in fact, Phoenix is actually
Smith now to throw on 3rd down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense.
kicking a field goal again. My God.
But a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, 16 to 12.
Is good. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Makes the score Ravens 16.
Did you work at all today, or?
No, I work tomorrow.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on
Has work been flowing pretty good? The theater's open. What are they showing at theaters now?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We were showing Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas lately.
So you aren't showing no new stuff. That's what you're saying.
Not yet. No, we have newer stuff, but we don't have a like really new stuff.
Okay.
He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. He's tackled
Wow,
a
he
yard
just
short
ran
of
me
the
the fuck
marker.
over.
Good gain of 9 on first down.
So you've been showing Halloween type movies, huh?
Even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Yeah.
And he will
Yeah,
lose
we.
yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Excuse me. Yeah, we were showing Halloween stuff. We didn't show the Halloween movies this year because we didn't get them.
I'm not talking about Halloween.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
We're showing. Let's see here. Come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
We're showing something with Kevin Costner called "Let Him Go." I don't know what
Oh
that is.
yeah, I heard about that. He's like, I think he's like a cowboy or a farm rancher who this guy has his grandson or some shit, and it's about him going after him to get his grandson back. I don't know. I didn't really get into it. I don't know what it's about. And I'm not going to speculate.
Yeah.
But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
I've seen the previews for it or questions for it.
Some movie called Play.
What? Say it again.
Some movie called Come Play about this demon who's like tormenting the kid through a phone. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Honest Thief with Liam Neeson.
A what?
Honest Thief with Liam Neeson. The War with Grandpa with Robert De Niro.
That is another pick. Boy, Lamar Jackson's just throwing. Let's see what he can do. Make a little, get down to it. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Josecito. Who is Josecito?
Showing Tenant. 1917.
What?
American Sniper.
So you're still on about
Yeah.
theaters?
Yeah. It's a bunch of older stuff. Nothing new has really come out right now.
Oh,
So.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right. Yeah.
To drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
48 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down at 4. Smith. Open man here.
First down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10.
That one in there, able to make connection on a
This
nice
isn't going to go anywhere.
Faster passes when they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard.
All right. 13 carries, 33 yards.
Defenders are grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect.
A 3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 58 to Mike. 58.
I'm trying, Rayshawn. I am trying.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
Really trying not to fucking win. If that sounds horrible, I'm sorry. But it is what it is.
And even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Oh, I got a punt.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job.
Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I hope you lose, Bobbit, you fucking shithead.
It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram.
This disheartening as fuck.
He's hit the 50.
Oh my lord in heaven. 98-yard touchdown run. That's fantastic.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. 98 yards.
I'm not winning this game.
And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production.
God damn it. I had him too, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
It's up and good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about.
The Redskins is going to Shit City, USA. Washington, D.C. is actually a pretty shitty city. They like socialism, I guess.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
Hey, man.
no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
What the fuck is that all about?
Third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
First down, bitches.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight?
Even if I lose this game, I'm pretty proud of the way my team has played, picking up a 98-yard touchdown.
Two of the top running backs in NFL
Hey, it's the fucking Ravens. What are you gonna do?
Taken in
Nice
by
catch.
Sprinkle, little pitch and catch.
We got the fucking 1 yard, but whatever.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea.
See if this
Give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
That didn't fucking work. Jesus Christ. I lost that yard. Lost 2 yards, actually.
They wind up losing a couple.
Oh my God. What are you doing?
And now 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
How much you want to bet that this is going to end up being an interception? Damn it.
From the gun, here's Smith. And that will be
Almost.
incomplete.
Smith's pass.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
All right. Oh my God. No fucking linebackers hurt.
Well, he
Heather?
gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Way to go, Greg. I'll be right back. Trek.
All right.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA
I'm just
Sports.
glad in 2 weeks we're getting Animaniacs back.
I'm just glad we don't have to listen to any more political fucking commercials anymore.
There you go. That too.
Well, there's political shit every day. That part is easy enough to drown out.
Yeah.
As I said, that part's easy to drown out.
Yep.
I think an Orange just tried to run away from JP. Oh.
I like that she hung up on him on the phone the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, we were having a conversation, and we were just getting to say goodbye, and she's like, nope, ding. Oh, we were helping you with something yesterday, or the other day. Yeah.
On the accessibility settings. I got a new phone at work, and I can't have unclassified conversations. Like if I can't talk about classified information on these telephones, right? So I turned on accessibility settings, which the accessibility settings essentially, if anybody knows what that means, is if I'm a blind person, I can use that phone.
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful.
So it just so I have it on. So it actually, if I haven't done it yet, but like if I push a button, it sounds like Joe Biden talking. Because it really does, because you can't understand the fuck it's saying, man. It's like I push a button to call somebody, and say, it's not you do. It's fucking horrible.
With this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
But I love the phone. Oh shit. You can see things. It tells you who's calling. I can actually, and I forgot to fucking do it, I can forward it to my phone, this phone here, and you dial the number that I work at, and it'll ring to me. So I can go, like, grab something to eat, and if somebody wants to call me, be like, hey, bitches. Starting to kick my ass now. All right, let's look at the numbers here real quick. He has more rushing yards than passing yards. Oh my God, it's so frustrating.
Washington's 9-yard line. 35.
First down, Ravens.
Ball up to the 35 now.
So I'm going to ask you, Trek. I don't know if you voted. I don't care if you voted, and I don't care who you voted for. What do you think about what's going on right
now? With all the vote counting and shit?
Yeah.
I think they need a better system, and I know it's partly because of COVID and stuff. But I would have thought
No. Even if COVID wasn't a thing, I'm going to tell you right now, the Democrats, the liberals, have been fighting for this kind of voting for years, and they have used COVID as an excuse to now implement. So I'm not going to sit here and say that's exactly what's going on, but it seems a little discerning and a little fishy. A lot of shit's coming out that the software that they're using is the problem. I don't know if that's true. If it is, they need to fix it. And fix it in a hurry. Because what is going on, and I don't care who wins, I feel bad for both guys, to be honest with you. Now, that being said, I guarantee if it was this close, On the other side, I guarantee you, Joe Biden would be doing the same thing. So when people sit there and say that Donald Trump doesn't have any, I can't think of the word, any grounds to be doing what he's doing or why he's doing it, he feels he's been being cheated. And I guarantee you, it doesn't matter which side, both would have done it.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Oh my God. The fuck was that? I'm really excited for Black Friday, Bob, but there may not be a Black Friday. You may, if you rely on going shopping and stuff, I'm just telling you right now, they're going to shut our country down. And I don't want that. Just saying. I am just saying. My thing is, I don't understand why anybody wants to become a socialist country. Because that is essentially what is going to happen. Biden was never going to lose yet, or excuse me, Biden was never going to lose Nevada. It's been a Republican-run or a Democrat-run state for months. What's fishy to me is in Arizona. Well, not even in Arizona, but in in Michigan, they have this software that may have caused false voting. I don't want people to think that I'm saying that Joe Biden had anything to fucking do with this. I don't know. I think you can make an argument that other people have. Georgia, which is a very ruby red state, which means that it is red. It is almost as red as Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. I don't know the last time that a Democrat won Georgia, and I think it would probably be Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter before that, because he was former governor of Georgia. You have a ruby red state there's no way that would have been that much of a difference. I could see a recount in Georgia, it being that close, and I could buy if it's close, but he wins by that many votes. I'm going to say this, and I've said it on Twitter, I've said it on Facebook to my family, and I don't give a fuck. This election is about the hate for one man. It had nothing to do with policies. Had nothing to do with policies.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
And if everybody thinks that the race issue is going to go away, you are sadly mistaken. It's going to only get worse. We had Barack Obama was in office. What did he do? What did he do to slow the racial talk? Slow the Louisiana votes red no matter what. They're a red state, period. You cannot sit here and tell me that the race issue is going to get any better in this country with the Democrat president, who is the vice president to a president who was said color and did nothing. In fact, this whole fucking thing started when he was in office. It's been a thing, but it didn't become a huge thing until he was in office. Why? Because they want to make it an issue every 4 years. That's their platform that they stand on. And I don't know what people understand about that. That's why I don't vote that way. I vote Republican because I don't want to live in a racist country. Does Donald Trump say dumb things? Fuck yeah. At least he says things I can fucking understand. I have no idea what Joe Biden. Put it to you like this. Every other country is going to run roughshod over us because nobody has any idea what Joe Biden is trying to say. He thought he was running for a Senate seat 3 weeks ago, and he's up for the biggest office in our country? Come on, man. Don't sit here and tell me that Joe Biden is the best candidate. Donald Trump is a way better candidate than he is. It's not even about policy. It's about the hate for one man. And if that's what you're voting for, then why are you voting? It makes no sense to vote for the hate for one man just because you don't fucking like him. I don't fucking like Joe Biden, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for him if his policies didn't work. Come on, man. And don't sit here and say, well, you need to vote. You need to vote for others. You need to vote for, I'm going to give an example. If you're gay and you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're evil. Joe Biden doesn't give a shit about fucking LGBTQ. Do you want to know why he only says he gives a shit? Because they follow what the Democrats say, because they think that they're for them, but they aren't. What have they done for that? What have they done for blacks? What have they done for Latinos? What have they done for the LGBTQ community? Nothing. Why? Because it gives them a platform to stand on for 4 years. That's the only reason. That's it. You can't sit here and tell me that you vote Republican even if they don't do what they wanted. Oh my God. Interference. That's got to be interference. That penalty. Woo! It was close, man. That's all I will say. I'm not gonna go any further, but that is my. It's so frustrating to see people want to go down a path of socialism. And I said it on Twitter the other day. Enjoy being a larger version of Venezuela. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Ocasio-Cortez is already sounding like Hugo Chavez. With her rhetoric. It's just disgusting. How anybody thinks we fought for hundreds of years to stop this kind of shit. But we are becoming the very thing that we are fought against. And nobody seems to care or wants to give a shit. It's not even, it's about the hate for one man. So a country would rather become a socialist country than be on the side of a guy who is a misogynistic pig. What's worse? You having your freedom or having to answer to somebody because I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving this country, but I'm telling you what right now, and this is all I'm going to say, even though I've said a lot. You will have to tell me. You will have to. You will have to throw me in prison for me to allow somebody to tell me what I can and can't do. Ocasio-Cortez wants to run this country. That is her main, that is the main reason why she is here. Why she is where she is right now. You can see it. She wants full control of everything. She even did it in an interview. It was a question of fracking. And she was walking down the street just nonchalantly saying, well, I think we can get Joe Biden to fucking buy into what we're trying to do. Well, I think we can get him to flip his vote. What is that? What is that? Who wants that shit? Because I sure as fuck don't. Who is? She can't even run the country according to the Constitution. She's only 29 years old. She shouldn't be allowed. You should not be allowed to run for office. And I'm sorry, there needs to be limits. Period. I am ashamed that nobody will acknowledge the fact, whether you want to fucking believe it or not, that it's a little fucking fishy as to what's going on. Just a little fishy. Donald Trump has every right to sue or get lawyers, because what happened last night? How can 138,000, or the other night, how can 138,000 votes that came in a box be all for Joe Biden and none of them for Donald Trump? That's virtually impossible. And if somebody uses the idea that, oh, well, we keep the, and this is I want them to explain that. How is that a thing? I'm not going to sit here and say that, how do I say this? I'm not going to sit here and say that Joe Biden didn't win the presidency. And I'm not sitting here saying that Joe Biden did not. I don't think he had anything to do with it. Because number one, I don't think he knows what the fuck is going on. He's being told what the fuck is going on. And he's just like, oh, okay. But, so, this whole thing is just fucking screwy, man. But to not let due process, and I will say this, Donald Trump shouldn't have come out and said what he said yesterday, but that's just Donald Trump. That's who he is. That's who he is. It's not a the guy has no filter. He's an asshole. But he's been an asshole that has given me to where I'm not worried paycheck to paycheck anymore. And I don't have one of those jobs. I barely make over what they want a proposal for a fucking minimum wage. But I've been able to support for my fucking family since Donald Trump. I couldn't support my family when Obama was in office. How come I'm able to do that now? Just wait 4 years because I guarantee it. I guarantee you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fucking do that.
Meanwhile, for
I
Washington,
hope.
they'll fall back to 500
I
at
hope.
2-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption
But I
next
don't
week
know.
at home
That
against
scares
the Los
me.
Angeles Rams.
And everybody sits here and says, I had somebody ask me, what did Trump do for you? And I explained it. And the very next thing that came out of that fucking person's mouth or on his Twitter fingers or whatever, well, that's good for you. Of course it's good. I voted for him. That's exactly what I wanted him to fucking do. If I didn't want him to do it, I would have fucking voted for somebody else. Don't patronize me when I'm fucking talking. And that's what some people fucking do, and it drives me fucking nuts. Sorry, Trek, I went on.
No, it's okay, man.
But that's my frustration with the whole fucking thing. Oh my god, I got 2 new injuries. Man. All right, let's advance to the next week. I lost that. And they want to do away. See, we're gonna relocate our team. So, and I can sit here. We're definitely not going to London. We're not going to Mexico City. We could go to Toronto. Now, this is an Eastern team. We could go to Orlando. Brooklyn, the bars, the greener, the more bars it's filled in the green, that's the fan interest, and the more the city is liable to help pay for the movement and the funding for the stadium. We could move to Memphis. We're not moving to Chicago. We could move to Columbus, but that would impede on the NFC or AFC North. We could move. We're not moving to Dublin. All right, so our options. Put a 1 in for Toronto, a 2 in for Orlando, a 3 in for Brooklyn, and that's it. Come to Brooklyn. There's 1 vote for Brooklyn. 1 vote for Brooklyn. Don't be afraid, people. Go ahead and vote. Are you voting for Brooklyn, Josezito? Or are you just saying so? 2 for Brooklyn, 1 for Orlando. Trek, you gonna vote? You gonna vote? You there, Trek, or did you die on me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Then vote, motherfucker.
Going for Brooklyn.
There's 3 for Brooklyn, but it has to be in the chat. Did you vote? Of course you did. Jesus Christ. How long does it take you to vote? 3 for Brooklyn, 1 for Orlando. Brooklyn, we go hard. I already counted your vote for Brooklyn there, Rachel. So that's 2, 3, and I'm still waiting for Trek, waiting for Bobbit. Everyone must be asleep. I don't know. Trek's not asleep. Bobbit might be sleeping. I'll give it another minute. 11:05 my time, we will pick. And right now, it is in Brooklyn. We're going to Brooklyn. I never sleep. Basement. What's going on, my friend? What's going on? Like I said, if you didn't know, we are also streaming on Twitch. Basement, you have a vote. We have Toronto, Brooklyn, or Orlando are the 2 cities that we can move to. 3 cities, I'm sorry. This is Toronto, it's whatever. So please vote. I will extend the vote for another minute. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Me talking myself is fuck. You do realize we are moving to a city today. How many beers have I had so far? I'm on my 3rd, right? 4th. I'm on my 4th, Rayshawn. I'm on my 4th. Trek, you still haven't voted. Oh, you did vote. Brooklyn. That's 4 for Brooklyn. 4-2. Well, we're gonna go with Brooklyn. All right. So we're gonna move to Brooklyn. Let's go see here what we have. I need to resign this guy. Yeah, do some math here. I need to do. All right. And oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. So Heather and I was watching a Packer game, I flipped over to what was it, FS1, and they have this thing called the Spring Football League. It's fucking fall, but whatever. And one of the God damn one of the, well, so Heather and I were watching Packer game last night, and what happened? Damn, I just got done. So I'm gonna sign Brandon Scherf for at 4 years at $58 million. Do you think that's a good idea? And actually, Rayshon, I've only been drinking for 2 hours, so I've been this spotted cow is really starting to grow. Well, look at that. I just re-signed Brandon Scherf for 4 more years. All right. Let's go get some. Some players up in his ear. See something here. Because I know I picked something up when I did this. I think if they just did it. I'm sorry I'm not talking very much. Because the last fucking time I fucking did this, I ended up fucking not saving it properly. Shit. Alright. Let me see. Start weekly training. Ah, Christ. Sim, start training. You've had 0 beers tonight, basement? Oh, man, that sucks. No, I get it. I get it. Working is working. Working is fun. Not so much. Actually, I don't mind. I actually like my job. I really do. It gets tedious after a while, but trying to get people to comply with everything you're trying to do is not the simplest thing in the fucking world. I work in a business where I provide a service, and people, I work for, I take care of soldiers and families for the military. And my job, I don't have, like, okay, so a commander of a unit is usually a captain or higher. Okay. My pay grade only equals maybe it doesn't equal what a captain is. Let's put it to you like that. So I have no pull. I can't tell a commander what to do. I can only tell him, well, sir, if you don't do this, your unit is not deployable. All this other fucking shit. So essentially, I get told, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. Now, if I told my boss and said, well, I'll get to it when I can get to it, I'd get in trouble. I'd get written up. There's no enforcement. So I am stuck in a quandary trying to tell people that are a pay grade above me to do something when I have no push or pull. That sucks. So then I have to answer to my boss, well, they're not complying. Well, do you need my assistance? Oh, sure. I could use your assistance. And then they go to do something, and then they come back to you with the bureaucratic answer, well, we tried. We gave her the all college try. You always fucking hear that shit. And I love my boss. My boss, she's actually a very nice. She's very soft spoken. She doesn't yell. She doesn't. But it is very difficult to get people to buy into Wendy doing things. I know. So it is what it is. And I'm not gonna shit on anything that anybody says. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? Cry me a river? Because that's not happening. All right. Let's upgrade our players. My kid is so fucking weird. Uh, all right, let's see. Who do we play this next week? We actually play the Rams. So I'm going to play this game. And then this will be the last game that I play. And then I will get the literal fuck out of here. Oh, I have to change my quarterback. Because Dwayne Haskins is not cutting it. So it's on the agenda tomorrow after work there, Trek.
Just working and then coming home and resting.
Do you ever do anything? I'm asking.
When I can.
When you can. Like, what do you like to do?
Like to go out and take walks, do stuff like that.
Go out and take walks. Do you fish?
When I was in Minnesota and Michigan, I did.
What? There's no water in Arizona?
There is, but it's not near me.
Okay.
From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
What do you like to do besides take walks and
on EA Sports.
oh, I'm asking, what do you have around your town besides movies and other social media kind of things? I don't know exactly where you live and how big your city is. And you don't have to tell me where you live, but I'm asking. I'm just trying to strike up conversation because
Yeah.
there's something you want to talk about.
Just congratulations on your Packers yesterday. Holy shit.
What about? Oh my god. I mean, come on. If they would have lost that fucking game, I would have fucking probably I almost broke my TV today, but I probably would have fucking thrown everything that I owned out into the fucking trash.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud, and Charles, we look at this Washington team.
That's all you got is just congratulations to the Packers. God damn it.
There has been a lot going on today, so
What?
there hasn't been a lot going on today.
I'm just not even today. Fucking. Did you? That's right. You haven't watched the new Mandalorian because you don't have Disney Plus. Work with me, Trek. How come you're a Lions fan?
So I'm from Michigan, and my dad used to watch all the time.
That is not an excuse to be a fucking Lions fan, man. I'm sorry. I bet you I can almost guarantee you there are more Packer fans in Michigan than Lions fans. Go up in the Upper Peninsula, and they're just Packer fans. Why the Upper Peninsula of Michigan even became Michigan, I don't know.
Today, from FedEx
Did it
Field,
again. What the
Landover,
fuck?
Maryland,
What the fuck is going on?
it's Week 5 of the NFL.
Yeah.
EA Sports.
The game won't let me fucking pick my fucking shoes. I don't like the fucking white black shit on fucking red. I like the color scheme. I like colors, god damn it. I don't wanna I already did that. I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do it. Alright, thank you. Do you watch college football, Trek?
Once in a while when we can get it. Usually if it's on in my theater, I'll watch it.
So, do you have regular TV?
No.
You don't even have a digital TV box? Masking. You know what I'm talking about? Like an antenna? You don't even have an antenna?
Nope.
Man, what the fuck do you do with your life? What do you do on a daily basis? Give me a day in the life of Trek. Laugh out, motherfucker. You're going to see where I'm going with this in a minute. Go ahead.
If I don't work, I'm usually listening to like podcasts to just help my nephews with their schoolwork and stuff.
Oh, no. Keep going. I mean, okay. So don't just give me the fucking quick runoff. Make a conversation out of it. So what time do you get up in the morning? And then go from there. And then, if you had to work that day, go ahead.
If I have to work that day, I usually get up, if it's on the weekend, like 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Okay. Keep going. Don't stop. No, I'm not.
Usually go to work, just make sure everything's cleaned up there, and make sure everything's stocked.
Okay. So you just jumped from getting up to making sure things are stocked. What, the soap? In the house?
No, it works.
Okay.
No, it works.
How long does it take you to get to work?
Not long, like 10 to 15 minutes to get to work.
Okay. Like, how big of a town do you live in? Trek, you want to play 20 questions? Because I'm playing 20 questions with you right now. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We're going to play 20 fucking questions.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Number one, what time do you get up every day? Good answer. Come on, man.
Yeah, like 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Every day. Yeah?
This will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out
Correct.
as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way.
I'm trying, man.
Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week.
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball.
You there? Or did you leave?
Yeah, I'm here.
Don't answer the fucking question.
I couldn't. Nothing. I couldn't hear you. I kept going in and out.
Okay. So you get up at 7:30 every day, no matter what.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
7:30 or 8 o'clock at the latest. Yes.
Okay, so between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, you're up. That's question one. Now you can play 20 questions with me. And don't be afraid to ask me any questions. Question two. Let me see. Question two. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Dream Warriors.
Okay, if Dream Warriors was never made, what would be your favorite movie of all time?
Probably
okay, what
the
if,
original Halloween.
Stop. What if horror movies were never made? What would be your favorite movie of all time?
What it does is emphasize that strategic football,
Wasn't a movie.
situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
When have they made a fucking movie called Flash? Back in 1968? Yeah, I want to watch that shit. Wait.
Los Angeles.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the
Probably the
season.
1989 Batman.
Okay. What if, I'm going to go one further. Are you keeping track of how many questions I'm asking you? Or no? Because I'll just continue to ask questions. Okay, how many questions is it?
2 so far.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
It's more than 2, but all right. So what if superhero movies were never made? What would be your favorite movie of all time?
But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Probably Back to the Future.
Okay. Well, see? Do you see? I mean, come on. He's not all about horror and fucking goofy fucking action. Watching men in underwear run around trying to save the fucking world. Okay. Let me see. What's your favorite soda?
Dr. Pepper.
Did you know that it has 23 flavors in it?
Yep.
Sure. Are you just agreeing with me?
No, I've seen that commercial a lot, so I know there's 23 flavors.
23 flavors. Hotmail boy. Who is your favorite television?
From the gun to give to Henderson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this
Character.
drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
Television character.
Here's the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's gone. Strong coverage by Washington. And now
You don't have a favorite television character.
and that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Probably Superman.
What if superheroes were never created?
About the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first.
Pick something else
shot.
besides.
By a man making a remarkable
We already know that you're a
football
superhero
field.
kind of guy.
It is Alex Smith.
And the numbers were not pretty.
But
I mean,
but
they don't look
take
right.
out
Throw 2
all of that
interceptions,
stuff.
no touchdown passes.
Take all that stuff
There's
out.
no way to really
Delve
make that
deeper
work.
into what Trek is all about. That's essentially what I'm trying to get at. We shouldn't be all about superheroes and fucking horror movies, right? There's more to life than that, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm just asking.
Limited running room as he'll get
Take all that stuff out.
Aaron Donald.
The numbers for him from a week
Favorite
ago.
TV character.
15 carries, 55 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to
Superhero. She's a superhero. You can't use it.
down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
There's got to be more to you than Buffy the Vampire Slayer and shit.
Smith. And that'll be
That's all I'm saying.
Took a pretty good shot.
Why don't you ask me 20 fucking questions?
Hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders
Who's your favorite TV character?
Who's my Sheldon Cooper?
quickly and forcing incompletions.
Keep going.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
On third down.
Yeah.
That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're
Empire Strikes Back.
across the 35.
Cool.
16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offense.
Favorite soda?
My favorite soda?
Yeah.
Actually, it's A&W root beer.
I would dare
Nice.
say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start
That's-
getting the playmakers
that's three
involved. You
questions,
mentioned
two
that to me
questions.
pregame. That's what they did there.
You got 18 to go. Okay, you got 17 to go.
That's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Come on, man.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Favorite comedy movie?
Favorite comedy movie?
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
On second
This
down,
play.
it's Barber.
Favorite comedy movie?
7 to the 47.
So much of the game today,
Yeah,
hybrid
it's,
players, guys who can do a combination.
can't remember the fucking name of it, but it is my favorite. I always get tongue-tied with this one. It has Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Vince Vaughn in it.
Oh, Old school.
Old school.
Smith on
Fucking
third down.
internship's funny, but it's not as funny as best school. Old school.
Yeah.
It's not as funny as old school.
2 yards and able to get the first down.
Hot. What is my first dog's name?
Right.
Hotmail boy? That's a good question. My first dog's name was Charlie. He was hit by a semi-truck, and I seen it. It was devastating.
Absolutely. And you
It was
talked to me
7.
about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. 2 first downs have them up.
My mother's maiden name?
First and 10.
I don't know if I'm going to answer that question. Are you trying to find out what my passwords are?
This will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's what it sounds like.
Often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Ask me questions, Trek. God damn it. Keep the conversation going.
Like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback.
Don't be
so he
shy.
decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
Nothing is off limits.
Blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it
If
right
you
and they look the same,
Could this is kind of a random one. If you could fix MTV, how would you do it?
I would cancel the channel.
Fooled them with the inside run.
I wouldn't
That
fix
works.
it. I wouldn't fix it.
And inside the 20 before he's
The ol- Okay, if you want me to give you a real answer, how would I fix it? I would get rid of the fucking bullshit that they have on there now, and music videos. I don't give a shit about music videos. Music. I'd get rid of it. Fuck it. There is no fixing it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, I go back to the music videos. I wouldn't play music videos all day long, but I play more than they do now, which is at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard
You can
That-
MTV has MTV2 where they do play
Another catch for him there.
music.
For 11, first down. 5 yards
I've just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trek.
I'd also bring back stuff like I bring back
Here we go. Go ahead.
all the reality bullshit.
All the reality bullshit? Well, if it wasn't for the reality bullshit, we wouldn't have all the other bullshit on TV now.
Well, I know, but I mean, how many times can they show Jersey Shore Day
How many times can they show Jersey
is what
Shore?
they seem to be trying to do.
Because I'm telling you right now, that's what people want to fucking see.
Sad but true.
It's like your beloved Kardashians. That's what people want to fucking see. They don't care. Why do you think all of the, and we talk about this at Lightem, when it comes to wrestling, why do you think people give a shit about fucking Sasha Banks and people shit on the Bella Twins? If it wasn't for, I'm gonna tell you right now, if it wasn't for the fucking Bella Twins, fucking women's wrestling probably would be in the shit. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Think about it. What happened after Lita and Trish went away?
It started spiraling down. There were like 2-minute women matches. That was it.
There was really no. I mean, yeah, there was Victoria, but nobody wanted to see the women wrestle.
Right.
I'm sorry, and to this day, I don't think people really care to see the women wrestle. They just want to see what outfit they're gonna fucking wear and how big their fucking boobs are. Nobody cares about fucking women's wrestling. Nobody cares. And you can't sit here and tell me that they do. You'd be lying to yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look at that. Almost 6-0. Go ahead, Trek. Ask me another question.
If you could bring back any show, which one would you bring back?
If I could bring back any show, which one would it be?
Any show that I'll narrow it down. Any show that you thought was canceled prematurely that you could bring back.
Race Under Fire.
Cool. That was a good show.
I don't think any show was prematurely canceled. Do you want me to be honest with you? I don't think any show was prematurely canceled because if a show gets canceled, nobody's watching it. That's why shows get canceled. They don't get canceled because what's that? Well, it's because it was fucking worth too much fucking money.
Which one?
Stargate Atlantis. Think about it. You're talking about because people like the CGI of things. They like the okay. That's part of the problem right there. The sets that they have to build, even though CGI is expensive, it's cheaper in the long run. Because, I mean, come on, man. If you do CGI, people will tune in because practical effects. If they were to do Star Trek from 1969 like they do in today's world, people wouldn't fucking watch it. People wouldn't watch it. Go ahead, Trek. What were you going to say? Nothing. That's great.
Well, with Stargate Atlantis, it also didn't help that MGM
What?
Was in the shitter at the time.
So tough to defend
I
because
didn't even
the
catch
receiver can stop at any point and make
Say it
himself
again.
available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
It's in such deep shit at the time that they're bankrupt. They couldn't do anything anyway.
What was in such? That's
Nice punt, but good work on the
somebody
return
is.
to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
It is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
All right.
Ja'Kai Polite gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check, 59, 59. I got it.
Here's McKissick. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Excuse me.
All right, Brad, I know where they're only going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Miss.
After
You
one,
got it.
7-0 on EA
All right.
Sports.
Washington 7, Rams nothing.
I'll be right back.
All right.
At the end of the first quarter of the next game, I'm up 7-0. My foot Oh, good lord. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, Heather, they were supposed to do more Stargate
You keep cutting out tracks.
stuff, and then MGM's bottom fell out because they could have paid for it because they're in deep shit bankruptcy. So they to do more Stargate movies, but the bottom fell out because they're in bankruptcy, so they're dead.
Yeah.
That's why they also didn't do any more Species movies. That's why they cut out the Outer Limits. They canceled that too. There's a bunch of shit.
There's really no saving that issue there, Bobbit. Sorry to tell you.
What's that?
Something going on. What's going on in the chat?
So it's Quantum Leap because they've been promising their season.
Chuck, is there something going on with your internet?
Then they jerked the carpet out from underneath him at like the last second.
Alright. I really don't want to see Species there, Bobbit. That movie was fucked up enough.
What, he wants them to reboot it?
That's because that's all Hollywood knows how to do anymore is reboot.
Yep. Pretty much. I'm surprised that it's the 25th anniversary this year. I'm shocked they didn't do anything for it.
What's that?
Species.
Species.
Take a flying leap off the fucking building.
A lot of people did.
But yeah, if I could bring back any show that was premature canceled, it's Quantum Leap because they promised them another season,
That was a
and then they
horrible.
jerked the carpet out from underneath them.
That was a horrible fucking show too. I mean, what was the concept?
He was leaping through time to try and set things right. He was trying to save the world, pretty much.
He was trying to save the world from what?
From evil. He was trying to
Oh yeah,
put.
just like every other fucking superhero. Go ahead, Trek. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's just they were promised another season, but then NBC yanked the carpet out from underneath them. They didn't even let them have a proper finale. They didn't let them do a. They didn't even let them spell
Can
the
I
character's
ask?
name
I've
right.
never.
Everything.
Okay, stop. I've never seen this show, and it was just the name itself sounds horrible. Okay, so how long did the show last?
4 seasons.
Okay, so here's the thing. 4 seasons? Do you think it really deserved to have a finish to what they were trying to do?
Well, at the show like that, you want to see him get home, so I would have said yeah, so you could see him get home.
But does anybody really care? Do you understand my thinking here? I'm not sure what. See, and this is my issue with these shows that they put on TV, especially these sci-fi shows. Like, they don't work. To be honest, Star Trek didn't work as a movie as a show series. The only reason that Star Trek Next Generation worked was because fuck, I don't even know why it worked. It was the same fucking concept. But why is it okay now and it wasn't okay in 1969? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For movies, yeah, it's great. Because you can do more with a movie. Which is why Star Wars was so successful. And I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for CGI, I don't know if Avengers would have been that great. Imagine Avengers as a practical effects movie.
And it was all polished off by Daryl Henderson's touchdown run.
You see my point?
Mm-hmm.
So all even at 7
Did you hear what Heather said or no?
No.
Say it again, Heather. So I can... Did you not hear what I said? Say what you said so I can repeat it. What? Practical effects? So she said the only way that practical effects would work in Avengers is with Hawkeye or Black Widow. Even then, Black Widow still wouldn't work. Because of her high flying shit.
Yeah.
You gotta go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
That's just I digress.
A carry now for McKisson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
I have not. Have I seen all of these?
Well, no matter how they phrase it.
No, I got the time. I don't remember if I watched all of them. I think I was up to Guardians of the Galaxy too. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Black Panther. That's where I'm at now. Oh my god.
In the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but
They can't get away from throwing fucking like a
like to have back, and it lands right in the
15
lap of
fucking
the defender
turnovers
from there.
in 5
He didn't have
fucking
very far to go
games.
before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Jesus fucking Christ. You can't fucking do anything in this fucking game. Ugh, so fucking annoying, man.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception.
Ridiculous,
Navigating his
dude.
way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Come on, let's go.
Rams defense getting ready
Christ,
to
how many
go again.
fucking
And the
turnovers
big
do I
reason they
fucking
the lead
have?
right now, as we see on the screen, there are 3 turnovers.
And how about
Jesus
the emotion
fucking
now that
Christ,
the
man.
defensive team is generating for the entire team, creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Terrell Burgess.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's
Oh,
a tough guy,
fuck.
right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But
It
from
hit the
both
fucking
sides, they're gonna
keyboard.
walk away from
Calm
that
your
field
shit.
like, okay,
They just
I can
dropped
stand
it.
up when the going gets tough here.
Jesus.
On 2nd and 7, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What time do you work tomorrow, Trek?
11:30 to 4.
Just a yard up to the 39.
Man, I only wish I could work
I know the
from
scouting
11:30
report on
to
him is that he
4.
doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
That's not a knock on you. I just miss those.
No, I know what you mean.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So apparently, Aaron Donald can run a 4.0 40.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Giving away free information. I wasn't giving away free information. You asked me a question. So I answered it nice enough. Somebody block that fucking guy. Must be a fucking dick.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
What? I heard everything you just.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hope so.
Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side.
Wasn't giving away free.
Do you want me?
No.
Do you want me to jump in there and block him?
No.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense.
Are you in the chat or are you
Take
just
whatever
sitting
you want
here?
underneath, by all means.
They punted 3
Don't need
times
to
in the
be
loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way.
So what are you doing for Veterans Day, Trek?
But somehow they put it together with play.
Don't know yet. Probably just working.
Pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before...
Probably just working.
19 yards.
Yep.
Why don't you go visit a fucking gravesite and fucking honor a veteran.
I might, if there's one around there.
Go to a fucking cemetery. Why would you? You don't have a cemetery around. You don't have to know anybody. That was a veteran.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go visit my grave.
39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9.
Oh shit! What the fuck was that? Kidding.
I know.
Are you sure?
Yep.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and he's going to be stopped up at about the.
Oh my god!
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Darby brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
2nd down. It's Henderson.
47-yard line.
He took a knee.
3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
44-yard line.
Can't get away with goddamn fucking turnovers. If I could get away with the fucking turnovers, I'd probably be doing all right now.
They created some nice space for him.
Goff on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Look at this shit.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28, 16 yards.
I was about to fall over, but then it decided, oh no! I'm going to let him break the tackle. Some of the fucking engine in this game is fucking hilarious.
And wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Henderson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They give him the first down, and then I'm going to fucking use my shit.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
What the fuck was that?
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown, and he will have the first down.
Track, there's your flip.
At the 12.
Missed it.
Goes as a gain of 8 to move the chains.
Nope. I saw it. It just came up for me because I'm a little delayed.
Yeah, you are.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pick
Baby
right
girl.
there on first down, and as this drive goes on,
She went to bed about 11 last night, and she slept through the night, from what I gathered, because I asked Heather this morning, and she said she didn't get up.
Goff now to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception.
I don't know if we can get
Instead,
it.
incomplete.
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered
Goal line
quite well,
pass
and that was
situation.
incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now gone.
All right.
Coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a
50 seconds to go.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like
All right,
something
so
like
I'm
you
in the
know,
second quarter. I'm losing 17-3, but not because I suck. Well, I did threw 2 picks. One of them was returned for a touchdown. But the problem is turnovers with me
They find
in
themselves
this game.
down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Getting down to the nitty gritty, both fucking quarterbacks suck dick.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Who think you gonna get this? 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you.
Take it to the
And we've
2-minute
hit the
warning.
2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Well behind by any more than I already am fucking losing by. 1st and 10.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan
Verticals.
Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around
Let
the
me
NFL.
see. What can I do here?
On 1st down, Smith.
Got him.
He'll layer this one out deep for Sid. This is caught inside
What a
the
play.
15.
Nobody picked up the fucking guy. I mean, come on.
All the way deep
Look
into
at that
Los
shit.
Angeles territory.
Still all sorts of time.
You like that play track? You'll see it.
Yeah, man.
Good play, one.
Yeah.
How much you want to bet I don't fucking score though? I'm gonna throw a pick or something fucking stupid.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Smith's
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check
Oh,
down.
excuse me.
Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now
Is Disney Plus still adding on the older content?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I saw, okay, this popped up about a week ago. They said they just added the X-Men the animated series from '92 on Fox, but I thought it had been on there since they launched.
Right? Yeah, I mean they. Okay, so like I had recorded A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, which they animated. It was actually I enjoyed it. So I deleted it after on the recording, and I think it'll be out November of 2020 on Disney. So at least that's what I seen. So yeah. But yes, I get what you're saying. So my point is they're adding content as they go because they only have the rights, and the reason that they couldn't put it on, even though Disney owns it, is because they had a contract with ABC or whatever. I don't even know.
Fox.
No. It had nothing to do with Fox.
Oh, because that's who showed it.
Showed what?
X-Men the animated series.
Okay, so Disney owns it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Who owns Fox?
Well, Disney owns it now.
Oh, okay. It took them a minute to, because they're up. I actually watched like the first 4 episodes of X-Men.
Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
The series that you're talking about.
Yeah, the '92 one. Yeah, for Fox.
So not all of them were uploaded. Like they didn't have all of. I can't even think of.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett, and he'll be out of bounds across the.
Like some of this stuff, like Hannah Montana. I don't think they have all the seasons of Hannah Montana.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Goff.
At least I don't think they do. They could. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't think they do.
Yeah. Oh no, I know what you mean. I was just like, I saw the trailer and I'm like, that's weird. I thought that was the first thing they put up.
So they can only put up so, and I think it's part of the contract. They can only put up so much at a certain amount of time. I don't know. That's my
Yeah.
assumption because, like, for Disney's A Christmas Carol, they could only put up they couldn't put it up until November of 2020 because they had a contract with Freeform, which is a part of ABC, to do. Yeah,
That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our
if that
EA
makes
Sports
sense.
halftime
Yeah.
report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL. Here on this first Sunday
It's kind of like
of
what
October.
WWE does, that they can only put up certain amount of stuff at a certain time.
In Pittsburgh. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles. who have the lead in
WWE
that
only
one.
does that because
Outside,
USA,
Jeffrey,
and I seen
2
your
touchdown
tweet
catches
or
on the
DM today.
afternoon. From there,
The
they
reason
head
the
down south to
WWE
Atlanta.
has to wait a
Check
month
on the Falcons at home at
to
Mercedes-Benz
put
Stadium.
up those
And
episodes
for the
is that's
moment,
part of the
they find
contract that
themselves
they have
trailing
with
the
USA,
visiting
or
Carolina
I should say
Panthers.
NBC because
Robbie
that's who
Anderson,
owns
a
USA.
touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to
So
the country music
it's
capital of
everybody's
the
like, well,
world.
NXT
See
can
what's
do it.
happening with the Titans at
That's
home
part of the
in
deal.
Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting
Again,
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
NXT.
Throwing the football well. He
The
has
only
3
reason
touchdown passes.
that Vince
In the
put
game you're
NXT
watching, it
on
was Jared
USA
Goff with a
was
strong first half. His
because
guys
it
lead,
generates
though, by only a
revenue.
field goal. Still early in this
Mhm.
game.
They
We'll
don't
send it back to
care
Brandon Godden and
about.
Charles Davis.
This is why wrestling fans are stupid.
Thank you, sir.
Because they sit here and complain about, well, WWE's on, and Chris Jericho complaining that WWE should change their move to a different night for wrestling. Actually, if anything, AEW should move because NXT was on Wednesdays before AEW was. They were just on the WWE network.
Right.
And if AEW wants to argue that with WWE, they're going to fucking lose. Because there is no grounds for which they stand on. And Chris Jericho should know better than to fucking argue that. And the only reason that he is because he's supposed demo god, which is not a fucking moniker I would like to be because he got his ass beat by Tucker Carlson by like 6 million fucking views.
Yep.
I remember when I was growing up, nobody wanted to watch a fucking political show. Now everybody would rather watch politics than fucking wrestling. What does that say about
Right.
fucking wrestling today? Therein lies the fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's not that people don't want to watch wrestling, but everything in wrestling has been done. And when you look at what everybody is doing in wrestling, I don't know why I have to keep talking about this, but it seems to be a point of contention with people that like to fucking say, well, I don't understand why wrestling can't fucking be as what it was back in the day. Think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, people didn't give a shit about fucking politics. Times change. I love wrestling. I always have loved wrestling. I've watched wrestling ever since I was a little kid. My very first match I ever watched was Nick Bockwinkel versus Hulk Hogan. Back in 1979, 1980. So
Yep. AWA.
think about that for a minute. And that was the match where Hulk Hogan won, but he ended up getting stripped of the title because Nick Bockwinkel is kind of doing the litigation bullshit that fucking The Miz did with fucking Otis.
Otis.
But so, and which again brings me back to everything in wrestling has been done. It's okay.
When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got
There's nothing wrong with repeating stuff.
Right.
But when you can see that's exactly what they're doing, and it's done really shoddy at best, that doesn't make me want to sit down and watch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right
Did you see what Jim Ross said last couple days ago?
I don't give a shit what Jim Ross has to say. I don't care what he has to say. I don't give a fuck what Conrad has to say. I don't give a fuck what Tony Schiavone has to fucking say. Because I called them out on their bullshit one time with this free ads fucking show that they were doing with Tony Schiavone and Jim Ross.
Yeah.
And I called them out on their fucking bullshit. And they said, well, we heard you the first time. No, I don't think you did. It's exactly what the ride along is. So don't tell me you're not copying and pasting. This is exactly what it is. Oh, but it's a free ad show. You don't have to pay for it. Really? I don't have to pay for it? Or whatever. I don't even remember the conversation.
Yeah.
But needless to say, I don't pay attention to any of the... I don't even fucking listen to any of the podcasts anymore. Why? Because they try and sugarcoat shit. It's just like, oh shit. That's not what I want to do. It's just like with football. When somebody sugarcoats a loss, like Green Bay had against Minnesota, which shouldn't have fucking happened. You cannot, honestly, sit here and tell me that I just threw that to the wrong fucking person. But that's how this game goes, motherfuckers. No, we're calling time. We're kicking a fucking field goal. Actually, what is fourth and
after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've
Fourth
seen
and
it so
7?
many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return possible.
Oh yeah, look at that 1 fucking yard line, baby. Look at that shit.
Was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
You're not supposed to hate politics. You're supposed to understand it. All right, I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain this with politics. You're not supposed to hate politics. Anybody that hates politics, you're not understanding anything. Everything is political. Everything is political. It shouldn't be. I agree with that. Here's the thing. When you're talking about politics, you're supposed to understand politics. It doesn't mean you have to talk about it. You make informed decisions. You don't listen to the fucking media. Because I'll say this, and I say this all the time. The left wing, the right wing, the left wing media, which is mainstream media. Imagine if you were a Trump supporter and they sided with him. Oh my God. Think about that for just a minute. Just think about that for 1 second. However, if you're a conservative, you want the economy to grow. You want taxes lower. If you're a liberal, you want taxes higher because you get more free shit. But you're going to end up paying for it in the long run. If you want... God damn it, I can't stop these guys. If you want...
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Immigration... And I'm putting this subtly in layman's terms so everybody can understand it. If you want open borders, vote liberal, vote Democrat. If you want people to come to this country but do it the right way, vote conservative, vote Republican.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Oh my God. If you want...
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
If you want more money in your pocket, doesn't matter at tax time, vote Republican because your taxes won't go up. Yeah, they'll go up a little bit, but they won't go up as much as what Democrats. Joe Biden, here's the thing with Joe Biden. If you honestly gonna sit, if you want to honestly tell me that he's only gonna tax people that make $400,000 or more, you are a fool and have no idea what is going on. You want taxes to be lower. God damn it. You want your income taxes to be lower. So when you're paying into the government, it's cheap. And plus, you'll get more money back in the end. That's what people are missing. You don't want high taxes. Especially if you live in a small community. Because how are you going to be able to pay for it?
So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
But for anybody to sit there and say that Joe Biden cares about you, or to say that Joe Biden is more for the people, he's not for anybody. He's not for anybody. I'm not saying Donald Trump was for anybody. But let's put it like this. He was already a billionaire. He gave up his billionaire ways he gave up all of his money that he had to be your president. Let me ask, what did Joe Biden give up to be your president? What did Joe Biden give up? Well, I'm not saying he gave up nothing, but I can tell you right now, Donald Trump gave up more. In fact, Donald Trump never collected a fucking paycheck while he was in office. While he was in office, he donated his paycheck to charities. Why? Yeah, he's gonna get a tax credit, but he donated it to charities. What did those charities do with it? That's another thing. What charities he donated to? I don't know, and I don't care. And nobody should care what fucking charities he donates to. Because if you do care, then you have more issues than I really think, because you're more worried about what Donald Trump's doing than what you need to do with your life.
Without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
So think about that. When you go to vote, what do you vote? I don't give a shit if you hate the fucking person, but if his policies are good, you need to fucking put him in his office, because guess what?
From the 29, Smith.
Anybody that tells you, well, I think you should vote for this person because it helps everybody. No, I don't give a fuck about everybody. I give a fuck about me. It's what benefits you. And until people understand that, and nobody ever fucking will, and here's why, because our society is more worried about, oh, well, race is the fucking biggest issue. Is it really the biggest issue? It shouldn't be, but it is. And it shouldn't be.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas. Good defense holds him.
Even press fucking button.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they
God
defended that
damn
pretty
it.
well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away.
Fuck.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Or guys, I gotta get off and go lay down and watch the stream.
Okay.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys more tomorrow.
No, you won't. Yes, I don't think you
Yeah.
will. All right, I'll talk to you. You might talk to me in the chat.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Have a good night, man.
You too, guys. Bye.
All right.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 yards.
16 yards, a first down.
Los Angeles.
I'm gonna play this game, folks, and then I'm gonna fucking roll out of here myself.
Henderson and a 6-yard gain gets him right
So
around
I'm
the
gonna play 2
43.
games.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
Now I'm 20-14 going into the final quarter. Playing well. My defense sucks today.
It's the Rams out in front here.
But
They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh no, he lost the football.
Oh!
Washington that scoops it up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory.
You made a conservative vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just make sure you know what you're voting for. Don't just go out. No, I just don't like Trump, so I'm gonna vote for Biden. I mean, people wanted to vote for Hillary 4 years ago just because she was a woman, and we've never had a woman president. If that's what you're voting for, don't vote, because your vote makes no sense. You're just voting to push an agenda, but you're not helping the situation.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
Oh my God!
Intercepted a 3rd time.
You just can't get out of my fucking way with the shit.
Return here is stopped at the 35-yard
Ugh.
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early,
Nice,
or a little late,
man.
chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He starts the drive by handing it to Brown. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
The ball carrier.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the
That was quick.
37-yard
That was
line.
quick. It wouldn't let me do
It'll
my
go
little
down as a
dance.
2-yard loss, and it brings up
It wouldn't let me make a little low. It wouldn't make me get down
5
tonight.
out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's gone. Now they go screen.
off
It's
him.
complete.
There we go. All right, all right. Even though I've thrown 4 picks tonight, oh my God, I can't fucking believe. And I have another guy fucking hurt. That's the same fucking guy. Oh my God, this is so
and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5.
all right, boys and girls. We got to win this game. We want to be 3-2. We want to be 3-2.
Out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say it was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some.
Whoever number 82 is, I'm having a pretty good game with him.
After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Pretty good game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the
Line of
28-yard
scrimmage, the
line.
28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Running is Barber. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Barber's having a good game.
Not too many more ideas.
Nobody else is. But it is what it is.
They ran it and picked it up.
First and 10.
Signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to his receiver,
Warren
McLaurin.
with the catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
The 49-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
I don't know how to look people up in fucking anything. That's something Heather has to fucking do. They're big dog. That's not even a thing I know. I don't even fucking know how I set up Discord. I know how to create passwords and fucking usernames, but you asked me to fucking look you up somewhere? Yeah. That's like asking me to fucking do rocket science. I can do the math for it, but you asked me to program something? I went to school for it. But the only reason I went to school for it is because I like calculus. And I just wanted to take calculus.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
God damn it, everybody.
They sack him back at the 36. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith, quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8.
Washington on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Don't be scared of it.
Operating from the gun, Smith, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for
All right, we'll kick a
A
field
little bit
goal.
of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time,
Gotten way better at the field goal shit. Look at that shit, right down the fucking middle.
And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20 to 17.
I mean, you can put it in there, Aaron. That's up to you.
Field goal. This one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
this game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the
Yes,
field goal.
Ray Sean, I got better with field goals. You want to know why?
With still a good chunk of time remaining.
I'm telling you, I've gotten a lot better. If you go back to watching, 2 weeks ago, watching me play against Arizona, yeah, I've gotten way better. Way better. because I couldn't even stop fucking Kyler Murray. I actually beat Kyler Murray last week. I let him have his and stopped everybody else. I don't know how I fucking did that because I have no fucking clue what I'm fucking doing. Plus, I was drunk as fuck. Look at that shit. Fucking, we're bringing the hizzy to the nizzy. Whatever that fucking means. We're going to is overtime in this game. Watch.
What's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen.
Oh, this motherfucking shitbird. All right, thank God.
At the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this
all right.
a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure.
Whoa. Oh, look at that. 44-yard
return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Look at Washington.
We have plenty of time. We don't need to fucking be. Alright, I've had 3 picks on this fucking play alone.
And take a 4th quarter lead.
Just gonna say that now.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith.
And I'm gonna have. Okay.
Oh, the ball comes out on the
So they're sitting.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's gonna need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, dog.
To throw again. Smith.
Look at that shit.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as
I'm down by 3.
So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm gonna keep firing.
And I'm hoping.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Look at that shit.
Down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Dance.
Guys playing this game, there's
Make a
no
little
feeling the run right
dance.
through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Smith on 1st down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he
Let
is
me go.
inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from the 36 now,
Could
1st and 10.
run the ball a little bit more.
36-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. Inman has it over the middle. And he's tackled
You
a
catch
yard
that?
short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things
You
very
get a touchdown
difficult.
play action
When you're running a
defense,
drag
you will
route,
win.
something
I know,
short,
Ray
shallow,
Sean.
going through
That's the
defenders,
problem.
using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
I'm trying to dwindle the clock down, so I am running it. God damn it, Ray Sean.
And now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
He's saying
Bad
shit.
news, they didn't get it on 2nd.
Get out of my head.
They still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come down with in order to pick it up.
All right. It is 4th and 1. Should I go for it or should I kick the field goal and pray that I can make it to overtime? Damn it! You're laughing at me, Ray Sean. I know you're laughing at me. And I know I don't blame you for laughing at me. I've been drinking playing this game. I'm not playing bad. So maybe I should drink more while I play, but I'm not going to do that. Because I don't get as angry when I'm drinking, do I? No, I don't. Maybe I should. It's just down and play fucking Madden drunk. I might go 16-0 on fucking all Madden. Who knows?
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mike 41, Mike 41. I got one, I got one, I got one.
Giving to the big tight end on
Hey, look at that. Did you see what I did there?
And he will have
You
a
kind of
first
see him play
down
combo.
at the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Mike to 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mike, check, 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous, man.
On first down, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Don't put the hex on me. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're
First
inside
down.
the 10 as he's
First
brought
down.
at the
Oh,
9.
and there's a guy hurt.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Is he going to start using his timeouts? If he doesn't start using his timeouts, why not?
Here's Barber. And from the 9, they get
Got
this to
4
the
yards on
5-yard
that play.
line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. One more time with Barber. And he's going to press
On the 1-yard line.
Stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the
I'm going
ground.
to do
Now
the
on 3rd, do you
unthinkable.
go to
Oh,
the
I
air?
don't.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down
Something you
is a time
thought
to
I
go
would
play
never
action, throw the
fucking
ball.
do.
I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Smith keeps it
Oh,
on the
well,
seam.
that didn't fucking
And he's
hurt.
gonna run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think
All
he
right,
got there.
all right.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short.
We're gonna
of
kick it.
fourth.
I can't risk it, guys. I can't. I'm gonna have to kick the field goal.
60,000
I tried a sneak play. It didn't fucking work. I'm not gonna fucking risk it. I'm gonna try to play to overtime.
So big kick to get this back to
I've
even.
won 2 games. I'm 2-2. Let's kick it right out of the fucking end zone. Now, I want everybody to understand, I do not play soft. I actually, when it comes to these games, because I don't believe in playing prevent defense. So my thought process is play defense, but don't give up anything deep. So I will play essentially what I will do, and I'm giving away how I play. I'm going to play
continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
Essentially,
And he's taken down, but able to slip across
did
the
exactly what I
35.
said I wasn't
The drive
going to
starting
do.
with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Oh, come on, man. There's no fucking way.
Across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
I'm going to do
Back-to-back
something.
good plays have them on the move on first down. now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And taking it across midfield and just shy
Oh,
of the
my
30.
defense.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now it's gone.
Oh,
It's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to
This
get
mother-
this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, Aaron, I mean, I was a football coach, and you can't go for it all the time. If it was high school football, yeah, I would fucking understand. If you get on, especially if you're playing.
This guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Roman on the return.
Uh,
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hoping a prayer, everybody.
Next drive, the Washington offense. Look at the
Hoping
clock.
a
Everyone
prayer.
knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things.
I lost. God damn it.
Strategy is about who they put on the field to try and.
It's all right. I'm 2-3. I lost two this week. And 2 tough games. I lost to the Ravens, 30-12. I wasn't expecting. Was competitive against the Rams. It happens. What are you gonna do? Not gonna hate. Rams are actually pretty good this year. Yeah, if you're just fucking around, I even told Heather I'm thinking about because what you can do in this game is when you go to the franchise, you can actually adjust the salaries, and I get all my salaries from Spot Rack, and it's based on salary cap. But what I was gonna do is get all the best players at each position and have shitty fucking backups and hope nobody gets fucking hurt and fucking run a franchise from that and see what I can do. But I know that in the long run, I'm gonna end up having to fucking trade players and such. No, it was really good, but my problem is when it gets down on the goal line, they really tighten up. They really tighten up on the fucking defense, and that is the hard part about this game. I mean, look at it. Oh, I gotta answer media question. All right, you're officially moving this franchise after the season, but do you assume you'll be more successful there than here? Hey, Coachman, go fuck yourself. Because it's good business, and we'll now head to a much bigger football market, which is important for the health of this franchise. At the end of the day, it was hard to get free agents to come here. Well, I get many of our fans are upset, but long term, this allows us to bring in a whole new generation of fans. Which one should I go with? I'm going to go with this one. I don't care what anybody says. I always do. If I lose 5 points. But if I do, I gain 2 points. I think it's 2% or whatever. But I lost. And it's okay. So I'm 2-3. I played 2 weeks. Next week, do not forget. We get to pick the name of our team. And I usually go with these guys because it is way better. The Beats, it's like Brooklyn Beats, I don't care. The Barons, they suck. I like the look of the logo there. And if you don't know, Where is New York? What is in New York? Wall Street. And you got the bull or the bear market. That's why they call them the Brooklyn Bulls. Barons rule the NFL from your kingdom in Brooklyn. Yeah, that's just. Or do you want to keep it and call ourselves the Washington football team? That's not fucking happening. Music has always been the soul of Brooklyn. Represent the heart of Brooklyn by choosing this mascot. It's not a mascot, it's a logo. Should I go with the Bulls, guys? Rayshawn, you're from Brooklyn. Which looks better? Bulls? I agree with you, Alpha. He says Bulls. All right, we're going to go with the Bulls. So next year, when we move, we will be called the Brooklyn Bulls. And the uniform. Sorry, Chicago. I would go Chicago, but fuck Chicago. No. I'm just right now looking for players. When I do this, I don't know, get the fuck out of here. Aaron, just send me your Discord in a text message. I think you sent it to me, but send it to me again. I will add you, and maybe we'll get together and play a game next week. I was gonna have Coupon, but I figured it's been a rough week for Heather, so I figured I actually give her. That's what I did. So these guys. Oh no, that's wrong. All right. Well, did you get that? So Heather's writing down your username. We'll add you, and then you can join, and we'll play a game of whatever, Madden or whatever. I tried playing Hobbit last year. He's talking all that shit, but then he used the excuse that he couldn't. His internet was shitty. It's really not an excuse. He does. I keep telling him get a fucking 100,000 foot cord, and you could landline it, which is if you landline shit, it works so much better. I did not win a game, so I cannot add $5 million to my pot. We can do this. I don't have to do once you have gold coin, you don't have to do all the training stuff. Fucking cow is just sitting there. I gotta fix that too. All right, so let's upgrade our players. Oh my god. Oh, there. Fucking cow is still alive. Oh fuck. Dwayne Haskins is 72. All right, and Chase Young. He's getting up there, man. He's getting to the point where I can control him. All right, so let's save this, and we're saving in Horny Goat. That is our file system. And Francis Horny Goat right now is I can honestly, oh god, we play the Giants next. I don't think I've ever seen Right Along. Then again, I honestly don't like what's his name, Kevin Hart. I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart. Um, um, I think we're gonna end up with a high first round pick, which is okay, and that's essentially what we're gonna be about. Um, what I will do is I'll probably play 2 games a week. Next week, do not forget that we are watching Jack Frost as a collective. Me, Heather, Gina, I think Trek, I think Bobbit, and Basement. We're all going to sit down on next Friday. I'm going to take a break. I probably could have played another game, but it's 12:50 right now, and I really need some sleep. Um, but but we will be watching that, and then the following week we will come back and we will play 2 games. I will play 2 games a week to get through the season, and then we'll run through it, and I'll continue to go and just have fun with it. Um, that is pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for being here. I do want to say one thing, and I know I talked a little bit about it. With what's going on today in the world today, in our country, if you're from the United States, do I like the results that we're going through right now? No. No, I don't think any right-minded person thinks what's going on right now in our country, even on the left side of the aisle, they can honestly not sit there and say they might jump on Twitter and say today is a good day to be an American. But if they can honestly sit there and say that with a straight face, they need to be checked for drug and alcohol abuse, because what's going on in our country, it's not right. This stuff, whether you're on the right or whether you're on the left, if you think that this is what our country is all about, man, we have gone from giving a shit to not giving a shit about fucking anything at all. I honestly can sit here and say, and I will never do it. I don't remember. Was it you that told me? Somebody said they'd rather move to fucking Mexico. I don't even remember what that tweet was, but
They would rather move to Mexico where things are safe.
okay. So if you think things in Mexico are safe, then you're as fucking lost as I really thought. And that was a tweet from somebody on the left side that was complaining about Donald Trump, arguing or saying that he was shafted out of the fucking election. It is what it is, and I don't care. Move. If Rosie O'Donnell, when she said, if Donald Trump fucking gets elected, I'm leaving the country. Okay, I could give a shit. It's not going to affect me one way or the other. I don't have to listen to you anymore. I don't care. I don't care. And for people to put out there, I don't want toxic shit on my timeline, then unfollow me. Because if you say something, I'm gonna fucking say something back. Either that or I'm just gonna put I don't like your tweet. Because I don't want to deal with the toxicity. People want to say I don't want to deal with toxicity. Blocking somebody after saying something is not how you resolve an issue. Which is why I say nobody wants to sit down and talk anymore. You don't want to hear grievances on either side. If you're on the left, you don't want to hear what somebody on the right has grievances for. If you're on the right, you don't want to listen to grievances of left. I have to listen to this shit. CNN doesn't fucking tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what they want you to hear. They don't tell you what you want to hear because you don't know what you want. Our society has become drones. They've become zombies in the sense that they'll believe anything that they are told on media today. That's the problem. But what's going on with our country today is today. I'm talking about what's happened from Tuesday up through today. What's going on is sad. Even when Bush and Gore was never this bad. Never. CNN did say, well, George Bush that's going to be your president. This guy is saying things that are out of control. Because Donald Trump's not a politician. He has no filter. And I don't want my politician to have a filter. I want him to say what's on his fucking mind. Yeah, he kind of needs to tone it back a little bit. But think about it. Think about it for just one fucking second. Wasn't our country based on actually speaking your mind? It's called the freedom of speech. Freedom of religion, freedom of the right to bear arms, freedom of the press. If you and CNN uses that as a scapegoat for what they report. Fox News, people say I'm never paying attention to Fox News. I'm never paying attention. Fox News is so conservative. No shit. It's the only one out there. The only really big network is, but you tell me why 6 million people are watching a conservative network and only 3 million people are half. Think about that. 3 million people are watching Cuomo compared to Tucker Carlson at 6 million. Why? Why? Everybody wants to say that the left or the right, the left is so much greater than what the right can offer. But why is conservative television more appealing than than liberal speak? Think about that for a minute. Because Fox News is never stated to be a journalism. Yeah, some of them guys went to school for journalism, but that station never said that they were the fucking news. They were a bunch of talk shows talking about what's going on in the world today. Why do you think 6 million people are watching? Oh, geez, I don't know. Because they have Fox News in their title. Just because they're Fox News doesn't fucking mean shit. Ask Tucker Carlson. When is he reporting on the news? No, he's giving a narrative. He's speaking on what he sees. CNN says they're news and they're reporting on what they see and giving facts. But are they facts? How can you prove it? It is so hard to prove that fucking CNN, because it's been said all week, big tech controls everything. I may get this channel shut down talking about this because big tech. I need to get it off my chest now because Donald Trump is fucking president. Apparently, once Joe Biden becomes president, if you don't speak, if you speak ill of anybody that is left or whatever, you're in trouble. I dare anybody to speak ill of Joe Biden if he becomes president. I'm not going to do it. Why? He's only a guy. Congress actually runs this country, and nobody seems to get that. Thank God we have a Senate. And that's another thing. And all I'm going to say about this, and then I'll stop. What America did was a very smart move. Yeah, people might have voted for Donald Trump or voted for Joe Biden as president, but look who owns the Senate. It's still the Republicans. Congress, I dare, I triple dog. And it won't be, if Joe Biden does pack the court and they give a good candidate, you can't turn it down. But if they just start packing the court like they say that is probably going to happen, if they pack the court, it's the biggest mistake that Joe Biden could ever fucking make. It's the biggest mistake Kamala Harris could ever fucking make, agreeing with packing the court. Why? Because if they pack the fucking court, they will lose the House, they will lose the Senate, and they will lose the White House. Mark my words. I'm saying it right now. November 7th, 2020, at 1:01 a.m., I dare Joe Biden to try to pack the court. He'll fucking lose. He will fucking lose. He may not even make it as a fucking full-term president anyway. That's all I got. Everybody be well. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Don't buy into the doom and gloom. Go on living with your life, but yet keep your thought process where it needs to be. Because you're going to need it for the next 4 years. Stay the course. Make sure your voice is heard, but be careful. That is all I'm saying. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for being here. Stay safe. Next week, whoever wants to jump on here with me, by all means, Rayshawn, I know you jumped in last week. Go ahead and jump in again next week. I'm okay with it. I might even try to play you again. Aaron, go ahead. I'll have Heather add you here sometime today. Stay safe. Keep your head up no matter who you voted for. It's okay. It is okay. We're going to be okay as a country. It's only 4 years, everybody. It's only 4 years. Because I only think it's going to be 4 years. I hope. I just hope we don't become a socialist country that is run by a dictator. Because everybody said, oh, Donald Trump's going to be a dictator, but yet the way it sounds is Ocasio-Cortez wants to run this country, and she wants to be in charge of everything. Where she doesn't need the fucking vote of Congress, where she don't fucking listen to Nancy Pelosi, who's the majority speaker. She's the Speaker of the House. She's the majority in the fucking Congress. She don't fucking listen to her. She tries to Even Nancy says we need to quell her at times. She don't care. Biden and the three fucking shitbirds, Rashida Tlaib, Presley, and Ocasio-Cortez had a fucking conference call. If we stay the course, we'll win. We'll win. And that's really? Think about that for a minute, people. Think about who you're fucking voting for. If the Democrats would have put up a strong candidate that won't take shit from nobody, I would have voted for him. Just as long as he grows the economy and doesn't raise my fucking taxes, I'm good with it. Give me a Democrat that'll do that, though. I don't care. I don't give a shit about climate change. The climate changes every fucking minute. It's 72 fucking degrees here. It's going to get cold in the next week. The temperatures are going to drop 35, 40 degrees. Don't give me climate change. Climate change, I don't even want to talk about climate change. That's a whole fucking nother rabbit hole. And I'm not going to talk about it because I don't fucking believe in it. That being said, we had an average of 15 degrees, and this year it's 17. What the fuck are you talking about? As far as up or down, because it fluctuates both fucking ways. I don't understand what you fucking mean. I've seen it be 75, 80 degrees in November 25, 30 fucking years ago. Don't fucking talk to me about fucking climate change. Climate change is just a ruse to fucking for it's a ruse, man. I don't buy it because the climate changes every fucking day, every minute of every hour of every day. Global warming, just call it for what it is, and then I'll shit on that too. Come on, man. I don't buy that shit. It is what it is. So everybody have a great night. Stay safe. Be calm. It will be okay. Let nature let it take its course. That's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Everybody stay safe. All right. I love y'all. Be well. Have a good night.